Hello, I am Test Drive, and welcome to episode 3 of Corvette, possibly 50th anniversary. And in this episode, we're continuing on with the amateur career for our C3 amateur career. I guess we have 5 races instead of 3, which is interesting. These are all locked, of course, because I have to go in order. You have to do everything in this game to complete anything, it seems. So we have to finish third or better to unlock the next race. I never actually paid attention to that, but we go to City Heights East. And we get a convertible this time around, which is interesting. Also, these are real colors for these Corvettes. I've driven a Corvette in this color. Actually, I think I drove 2 in this green color. Also drove one in this orange color, interestingly enough, when I worked at a car dealership. But yeah, we get to pick whatever color we want. Also look at these stats here. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's a 427. Or I guess 427. 435 horsepower, interestingly enough. Most popular RPO. RPO A82, which was headrest, which this car does not have. I can easily see. Here's all the nerd shit. You can pause the video if you want to read it. I don't care enough to sit here and read it. So, we did unlock a new color, which is custom plasma. Ooh, very fancy. We'll go ahead and use that. And our first upgrade is at 80 points instead of 60. So we have to get in, I guess, second place to, for sure, unlock that. Of course, we'll be coming in first place, because that is what I do. And we have a city track this time around. Drink some water while we're waiting. We also have later Corvettes. There's a 73. I drove a couple of those. So we have a 69 427 Corvette. We're seeing it's a 73 that could be a 454. They did come with 454s in 73. We also have a 77 there on the left. There's a later one on the right there. In real life, the later Corvettes would have no chance against the earlier C3s because, you know, emissions and all that. 400 and something horsepower versus 180 horsepower, I think, probably. Ow. But this is an arcade racing game, so therefore, it's not going to work like that. Wow. Hello, you are a 74, I guess, or 75? I think 77 was when the way they went to when they went to the bigger window. It's a 74. I see it. I see that license plate. I don't remember this track very well. I'm not going to lie. The other ones I kind of remember. This one, not so much. I vaguely remember it, and that's it. Alright, let's go. We have some sort of like half racetrack, half city track thing going on here. That is interesting to say the least. We also have 3 laps, which is new. So maybe longer races. But definitely a longer section of the career no matter what. And 5 races long. Oh god. I did not slow down in time for that. The rear view in this game really is not good. It's like a weird field of view, and also this doesn't show the car or anything, so there's like no reference for anything. It's behind you. It's very odd. I'm not a fan of it. As I mentioned, basically everything is identical in this game between 3 different versions. At least I think there were 3 versions. Was there a GameCube version of this game? I don't think there was. There might be. I don't know. I'm not a GameCube enjoyer, because I don't have one, and I've never had one. So therefore, how could I enjoy a GameCube if I've never had it? Big brain. I would like to pick up a GameCube, or a Wii, or both. Honestly, I'd rather have both. But I would take a Wii. I know there's a shitload for sale around me. I just have to actually commit to buying one, because they're not very expensive either. I'd have to find all the accessories that I want. There are various Wii games I want to play, and GameCube games that I would like to play. But alas, if I don't have the console, can't play the game. Turns out. New lap record. Wow. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. C3 gauges, which are very similar to C2 gauges, but they are different, and I can tell that they are in fact C3 gauges. So that's cool. These look like later C3 gauges maybe, if anything. I'm not entirely sure actually. Anyways, there's the gauges, since I forgot about it before. Until now, I should say. Whee! Whee! Oh god. Turn, please. And will I get a better lap time? Maybe. I think I did crash the last lap a time or two. I guess we will see in a second here. Go! No, well, actually I did by just a second, I think, by like 0.2 seconds better. Hey, Shinley actually came in second. Good job, bud. You're moving up in the world. Danny Derby. There we go. There's all of our stats. Last place was 14 seconds behind. Good job. Jim Kelly. That sounds like a very Corvette driver name. So we got a close ratio transmission, which is new, I think. Gold strand suspension, and special heavy duty brakes from GM. Interesting. Color unlocked, custom electric shock. Ooh, fancy. We'll go ahead and continue. We have Pacific Straits, which we have not been to. This is the east track. Let's go ahead and get started on this. They're all like color shift paints, basically, all the special colors. Or like some sort of metallic two-tone kind of situation. Very interesting. We'll go ahead and use this though. Because why not? I don't know where the camera's going. What is this song? Some sort of kind of electric something or other. Ah, it's this track. I remember this track actually. Vaguely. I very vaguely remember this track. Anyways, we got another 69 starting in front of me. And my character's face is just PS2 for sure. I love PlayStation 2. We have a 71 convertible and 81 of the final years, or no, the second to final year. 82 was the final year for the C3. And a couple of other older ones. Ah! It's like somebody talking the song, and it sounded like somebody trying to talk to me through my headphones or something. It really messed me up there for a second. Also, yeah, I guess because this already started out with a 4-speed, we just got the close ratio transmission instead of an actual 4-speed upgrade, because it was already 4-speed. Interesting. I will say it's also been, well, I think the last time I attempted to play through this game, because I did, believe it or not, I did attempt to do a Let's Play of this game at some point many, many, many years ago. Probably 2014 at the newest. That is probably the last time I've ever played this game. And I only made it through, I don't even know what I did, honestly. I just remember like trying to start a Let's Play on it. Thankfully now I'm much smarter and better at quality and stuff and things. I'm realizing it's very hard to remember things about this game. It is a moderately forgettable game, to be honest with you, for the most part. There's some little things that stick out, but it is slightly forgettable, I will admit. Set a new lap record, and this is going to be a little bit of a longer race at 142 a lap, or for the first lap at least. Ah, shit. Oh god, my driver even kind of like was like, whoa, you hit a wall. I did not know that would happen. I find that intriguing. Again, track design, pretty good. This one doesn't stand out a ton, but it is interesting to look at least. It's not boring, for sure. We have a circus going on to the left of us here. I cannot move the camera around the car, so I can't look at it directly, but it's there. You saw it. It's also a very kind of Florida-esque track, I would say. Engine noises in this game, I'm just going through all the different things to talk about relating to the game. They're okay. To be fair, the Corvettes have been a pretty much exclusively V8 vehicle, minus the earliest, very first year Corvettes. And they all sound very similar, which I can't really blame them, I guess. It's not a bad sound either. It's not a bad copy and paste. Not the worst, I should say. I wouldn't say this sounds identical to a 69 Corvette with a 427. But it's an attempt. A better attempt in some games, at least. But I guess when you have all V8s in one game, you can actually just be like, hey, let's just put a decent sound in the game, but then use it for everything, basically. I think there is some slight differences to the sound, but I think they're all edited, basically. They basically took the sound and just were like, okay, we'll pitch it up, pitch it down, whatever. I'd have to actually pay attention to really confirm that. And you know what I'm not good at? Is paying attention. So, we'll see if that happens. Also, I would say adding more laps and more races to this maybe might be a little bit of gameplay padding, game time padding, not gameplay. I don't really see the use of doing 3 laps at this track. Of course, again, it is a fairly low budget shovelware kind of racing game kind of thing. It's not super shovelware-y, but enough to consider it that, I would say. It might be one of the best examples, but it's still far from perfect, I will admit. I'm not waiting for them to finish, because I think, yeah, it'll show times no matter what at this menu, or this screen. I was almost 20 seconds ahead of last place. It was Shinli again. We got an L88 engine, which I don't remember engine codes on Corvettes. I don't know if that's, is that the 454? Is the L88 454? I'm not entirely sure. We got the N-Links semi-racing tires. We did not unlock everything though yet. We have custom two-tone copper. But yeah, we do have more races to go, so we actually have more time between unlocking things, I guess. We're not going to unlock everything by the second race. We got a very cool two-tone copper to do this race in. And of course, our upgrades are all right here, just to show them to me. Ah, yes. I love going to car shows and seeing Corvettes. This sounds very just generic car show music. I like it. You know what? It's got the feeling that it's got the style, the ambiance, you know. I appreciate it. And another new track. We are kind of in the desert. 300 miles of desert ahead. That's an advertisement for the gas station we saw in the intro scene. Oh my god. Oh my god. I go around you all. This track has some very odd chicanes in it like this. I don't think a real road would ever do that. Ever. But there was going to be a wall there or something. I don't know what I was thinking. We also have Verizon advertisements now, which is interesting. Verizon Wireless. Verizon was in fact a thing in 2003, turns out. Also, the finish line is not shown on the, what is it? Gas station? Cafe? The finish line is not shown in the slightest on the map while you're racing. That seems like it would be kind of important information to have on the map, but whatever, I guess. Maybe I'll research some more about this game, like the developers and stuff. We'll have some fun tidbits throughout this Let's Play of just information. At least whatever information I can find, because like I said, I've never heard of Steel Monkeys other than in this game. This is the only time I've ever heard of that company in my life. Also TDK, I think I've heard of maybe one other game that's had something to do with TDK Interactive or Mediaactive or whatever it's called. But like, I don't know. Also, again, if anybody's watching this somehow that is like an ex-employee of any of these companies, hi. I would be interested in knowing some more about, you know, anything to do with this game. Because this game, like, whenever I played through Lotus Challenge, which was, like I said, my last, well, as I said, like, it's some episode before this, that was my last one-make game I played through. There was definitely some corner cutting in that game. That was very, very apparent once you started playing it. And I was more curious about, like, the kind of development situation of that game, just to see, like, if there was really, like, a time crunch or something weird happened or something. This game, I don't know, it's not really, it doesn't really feel like this game feels like it's as done as it was ever going to be. There's not really anything that I would consider obviously like corner cutting or lack of time or lack of money or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. If you have, maybe I'll think of something. If somebody comments on this video or any of these videos saying, "Hey, I worked on this game," maybe we'll have a nice little conversation, because I'm always curious. I've really gotten into like learning more about the kind of, I guess, the process of making these games, like older games, especially ones that weren't like AAA or Forza or Gran Turismo or whatever, even though those are interesting too, especially if you look at Gran Turismo 2. But I don't know, I've watched documentaries on like stuff recently, and the documentaries are really interesting, and like going deep diving into stuff like game production. I don't know, it's interesting to me. Alright, next level upgrade, or next upgrade is at 360 points, our level 3. We got a custom two-tone bronze unlocked. I will continue on, probably get a thumbnail for this, through this race. Looks like I won't get the last upgrades and be able to use it in a replay. I guess I could go back and redo one of the races to get a replay, but I don't see the point of that. I'll just probably watch the replay on this one. And we're back at the weird shuttle airplane place again. Interesting. We have another 81 Corvette. Interesting thing, I think this car and also, yeah, the 81 to my left does not have a passenger side mirror. It's very interesting that they chose, I don't think any of these have passenger side mirrors, which is really interesting because I feel like, especially by 1980, that was a common option to be put on Corvettes at least. Because I know, yeah, like, side mirror was an option on a lot of cars for many years, even up to like the 90s. I think you get a Ford, was it the Ford Aspire, I think? It came without a passenger side mirror in like 95 or 96. Maybe I'm wrong. It was something early 90s, to say the least. But I don't know, I feel like they would have at least mostly, if not all, had it, because they're Corvettes. Like, it's not a Econo box car. So I don't know, there's so many interesting things. Being a car nerd and just looking at like stuff that was chosen for a game like this is just, I don't know, it's interesting to me. This Let's Play is just basically me being a nerd so far. Like, that is pretty much it. Oh, we only have 2 laps. Also, oh yeah, this isn't the final race. Never mind. I guess I should see if the companies who made this game or like developed and published this game are still around. Maybe I'll do that between episodes. I am gonna say now, maybe for, I don't know, maybe, I feel like TDK is like, maybe I'm thinking of THQ. I don't know. I really don't know. And also, Steel Monkeys is the only one that's like advertising the game, so I would assume they are definitely the developer, not the publisher. Because, you know, the publisher gets all the hype on the box and whatnot of the game, but the dev can just put their own shit in the game because they're the dev. Oh jeez. But welcome to the next, I don't know how many hours of this game. Nothing really changes. There isn't like any, that plane disappeared out of nowhere. There aren't really any other types of racing. You're literally just racing no matter what and going as fast as possible. There isn't like, you know, like the cone challenges of Ford Racing or whatever. There's nothing like that in this game. It's just, you just race around tracks. So yeah, welcome to the next 15 hours this game. I don't actually know how long it is specifically. I know Rhino did a Let's Play this years ago, so I could reference his total time of Let's Play for this, but maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't. We'll see. That was impressive. The helicopter that was above, oh god, actually reflected down onto the car. Very cool. I gotta say, the reflections are actually pretty decent for, like I said, a 20-year-old very low budget game. And anyways, for some reason we only did 2 laps here instead of 3, even though we had the same lap times as like the first race that we did 3 laps on. I don't know. But anyways, there's our final times. We got the ZL1 engine now, which who knows what that means, besides people who know what it means. Not me. That's just not me, by the way. 5-bar rear suspension and front springs and racing slicks. Very nice. We've unlocked that for split screen and quick race and 2-tone gold. So we'll watch the replay. Get a thumbnail real quick. Yay. Alright. Let us continue on to our final race at Forest Drive East. We have 2 laps this time around for our final race. And it looks like we basically just face off against each of the individual like characters in this game. Like the ones that I was able to go through and select the model for, interestingly enough. I don't know. Anyways, we got 2-tone gold, kind of greenish, and we got our car fully upgraded, so let's see how this goes. And we're back at this area in South Dakota? North Dakota? Wisconsin? I don't know. Somewhere up north. It also looks shocking like a Ford F-250, that truck there. I'm not gonna lie. And we do start off right next to a salvage yard, which is interesting. So I'm not entirely sure who we're racing against because I cannot see the character model. I don't think it really matters much, but whatever. When are we gonna face cops for the first time? Also, actually no, this is I think this is a different location than our first 2. There's a Popo. Hello, Popo. Goodbye, Popo. I'm going to take the shortcut. It's actually all dirt this time around instead of partially dirt and mostly like rock, I guess. Corvette is somewhere, or the cop is somewhere. Doesn't matter. They're gone. This definitely looks like a different biome of sorts, or a different like location. I don't know, I didn't pay attention. I failed looking at things class many times. Noticing things class, you know? That truck looks very much like the F-250 OBS. Kinda odd to see in a Corvette team. It seems like a track or like an area that would be... Well, there's an area that... I don't remember the name of it because it's been a long time since I played it, or a while at least, but Hot Pursuit 2, when you put Hot Pursuit 2, this feels very much like a track from it. Just kind of worse made, in lower detail, I guess. God, that was a fun Let's Play back in the day. I really did enjoy Hot Pursuit 2 on PS2. I will play through it again someday on Xbox, I guess. GameCube, maybe. I don't know. Whichever one works at the time that I want to play it. But that will be, of course, in the future. Not quite now. For now, we have low budget Hot Pursuit 2. If I was in a C5, or I guess a C5 only, it would feel more like Hot Pursuit 2 to me. Because there was, in fact, a C5 Z06 in Hot Pursuit 2. And there we go. There's one lap down. Camaro-ish. Camaro adjacent is what I call that car. Will there be a cop up here again? Will it just respawn? Maybe. We'll see. So far, not looking like it. Because they were right here. Maybe the cop will be further ahead on the road? I'm not sure. Because maybe they just keep moving the whole race. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay, is that the cop right there? Going over the hill? It might be. Let's see. I'm going 145. That was not a cop. That was Camaro adjacent. F250 or F350. Looks like a dually, actually. Maybe the cops just don't come back. I don't know. I guess. Oh, there it is right there. I see the cop. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. I guess they do just kind of keep cruising through the track as you are going. Interesting. And waiting for it. We lost them. I'm pretty sure they say him, but you know what? Can't hear it, so whatever. Gendering the player in 2000s games was very much just, yeah, it's gonna be boys who play this, so there were no other options. Hello. By the way, since I've now used it, reverse is its own button in this game, like Gran Turismo. In case you were curious, I just had to press the Y button because that was what I had set up for it. I don't remember what button it was on console, or at least on Xbox. I don't think I've ever actually played the PS2 version of this game. Maybe I have, I'm not sure. But yeah, like Gran Turismo, you have to press a specific button to go in reverse and continue holding that button to keep going in reverse. Very interesting things, to say the least. Anyways, after almost half an hour, our longest episode yet, we have defeated Danny Derby. He will not be coming back, except for when he's in more races in the next episodes. And probably throughout the entire game, because there's only like 8 characters in this game. There we go. And we get our little C3 animation video, look what I did in Maya kind of thing going on here. Look at this cool animation I made in Maya. That's what it feels like. And there's that. So we have won all the C3 amateur career races, gotten our trophy, and of course our car is fully upgraded. We got our 500 points for winning every race, and custom vet mode has been unlocked, which again we will be checking out later on in this Let's Play. So yeah, there's all of our 5 races done, and of course there's our car at the end of it. Don't think the wheels changed this time around, interestingly enough. But if we go down here, we will make sure to save that to there. Basically, if I hit load on it, it will literally just be that episode worth of progress. I guess it doesn't matter if I have an extra save. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, there's our trophy. 6.6% of the way through the game now. Got 3 trophies. Super cool. And of course, our C3 career video has been unlocked. And there's a lot of stuff to do, as you can tell. There's even a game complete one. Interesting. Anyways, that will conclude this episode of Corvette. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one where we take on the 80s in the C4. Let's go. 80s and I guess early 90s. Yay!